Golfers, if you're struggling with hip flexibility or stiffness, or want to move better on the golf course, see that with more consistency, better transition, more speed, this video is for you. There's going to be 5 exercises or drills you can do to get your hips moving better for golf consistently to make big impact and big changes in your golf game. Before we get into this, let's just talk about why this is important. This is most important for us as golfers, right, in terms of our trail hit, getting into our backswing, and our lead hit for righties, getting into your downswing. All right, if we also have a little restriction or tightness in the front of hips, that can lead to us having hard times in separating our lower body, right, or kickstarting our downswing. So very essential that we move well from our hips to allow ourselves to get into good positions in our backswing. And the better hips move, the better positions we should be able to get to in our backswing in terms of rotation, which can also create better backswing structure that can limit over the top and improve our sequencing, right? So there's lots of reasons why we at Tour Physio want your hip mobility to get better, from getting rid of back pain to limiting hip pain and stiffness, just helping you move better, getting down off the floor, obviously, tolerate sitting better, all of those things, right? And then from a golf standpoint, the obvious things that we just talked about. So number 1, first drill I'm going to give you is a hip circle, which is going to be on one knee. We're going to go get your knee supported, knee, hip, shoulder, squeeze the glute, which you get some stretch through the thighs, not feel anything in the back, like a hip circle, as far as you can, big circle. As I push forward, I feel stretch in the front of my hip. I'm shooting for 8 big circles one way, 8 big circles the other way. Again, this should be a stretch, no pain, we do both hips. All right, hip drill number 2 is what we call a rock back. It is great at opening up the hip and stretching the inner thigh. So we're going to have, again, knee on the pad, and have foot out to the side. We got a rock back. I feel nice big stretch in my groin here. I'm going to go 8 rock backs. You want to keep back in a fairly neutral position. All right, so you can see my back, fairly neutral position. Again, I want to go 8 rock backs on each hip. Drill number 3 is doing something we call a hip rock back. So we're going to get into our right hip. So we're going to go again, pads across your right ankle over your left. Try to keep your back neutral. You sit back into the right glute. And I feel a nice big stretch here. Okay, I'm going to rock out of it, rock into it. I should feel stretch only in my glute. Maybe a small stretch in your back, but mostly here. Kind of like holding for 5 to 10 seconds, and then rocking back and getting through 5 to 8 on each hip. All right, so those are 3 quick ones. Number 4, a little bit trickier. Again, you got to set yourself up for this position. Make sure you feel comfortable. But we're going to do a 90-90 hip position. For guys that have really tight hips, you might need 1 foam pad. You might need 2. You might need 3 foam pads. You're going to sit your left hip on that foam pad. You're going to sit up nice and tall. You are going to lean forward until you feel stretch in this glute. So I feel a big stretch right here. And then what I'm going to do is push my knee into the ground, push myself back up, rock back in, push myself back up. I'm going to have you get through, again, somewhere between holding these stretches for 20 to 30 seconds and kind of rocking back into them. At least 3 sets on each side. Okay, stretch number, or active stretch number 5, is going to be what we call a reverse clamshell. So that is actively moving your hip into rotation. You're going to need a pillow, a foam roller, something between the knees. You squeeze the knees together. You're going to actively push your ankle up into the ceiling by rotating your knee to the ground. I want you to shoot for 15 reps on each side. And get through again 2 to 3 sets. Once you have gone through this routine, right, so it's five exercises, I'm going to encourage you to make sure that we then feel like we're turning into our hip a little bit more. So once we've worked on it a little bit, we want to use it a little bit. So whether that's the club or not, I should turn into your left side and feel any glute. Turn into your right side and feel some stretch and pull. And just work on shifting and using what you've gained, right? That's really important. So there you have it. There are 5 drills for you to work on your hip rotation and get yourself moving. Again, none of these should be painful. If you have questions with any of this stuff, give us a buzz, and we'll be sure to take care of it.